What is going on, everybody? Zionic here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at my regional cup tournament that I participated in up in Birmingham, which is in the United Kingdom. So shout out to the Birmingham crew, and thank you very much, Becky, for all you did to make sure this event would happen in Birmingham, and all of the work that all the members of staff did to make this tournament run so smoothly. So thank you guys so much. And a special shout out to the Huntington crew. They absolutely dominated this tournament. They performed so well, so shout out to you guys. There's gonna be a link down in the description to their Discord. If you guys are in the area and looking to get into PvP, definitely hit those guys up. They are absolutely solid players. But before we get into today's video, there's a special opportunity at hand, not only for myself but for you guys, the community. And if you guys have been keeping track on my videos, you guys know that recently I went down to Argentina with Trainer Tips and King IV, and we went there to shoutcast Argentina's Regional Cup tournament to put their PvP community on a stage, and they did amazing. And the support that you guys showed for that live stream was absolutely incredible. Now, the Sylph Arena, Drone Pest and Marco and the whole crew there, they want to do that, but for Worlds. So they want to do it in Chicago, they want to do it in Dortmund, they want to do it in Santiago for the World tournaments. Now, like a lot of you, I work for a living. I'm a carpenter by trade. And all the extra money that I had, I put into Argentina to go there and help promote Pokemon Go PvP. And I also am planning to go to Dortmund. And for those who are in Europe, you guys know that Dortmund's pretty cheap to get to because of Ryanair. You can get some cheap flights. But Chicago is something that I can't fund myself. So this is just, I'm basically just putting this out here to ask you guys for your support to help me get to Chicago. Now, this isn't a thing where I will be there, you know, catching the Pokemon from the event. I don't have a pass to participate in that. I will be going there to support and promote Pokemon Go PvP for you guys. I will be there to shoutcast Worlds for the best players in the world. I will be there to meet and greet all of you guys, do battles in the park. Literally, I'll find a spot, I'll post up, and you guys can come by and battle me. So there's going to be a link down in the description to support me if you guys want to do that. All of the money that will go there will go to my travel to and from the airport in England and in Chicago. It'll go to the plane flight, it'll go to the hotel, and it'll go to food. So I thank you guys for all your support that you have given, and I understand if you guys can't help me get there, that's okay. This is so last minute, but if we are able to get me there, I would be so grateful to you guys. So thank you for your consideration. And let's move into the Regional Cup tournament, guys. But before we get right into the battles, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the latest Pokemon Go PvP content. Without further ado, guys, let's get into the Regional Cup tournament. Alright, getting right into game one, I'm going to lead with Medicham, which has been a pretty safe lead for this tournament, and I have Azumarill and Skarmory in the back, so let's see what happens. Alright, so I lead with Medicham, he's leading with Medicham as well, so we're starting off with the mirror match, and in this mirror match, you want to be going for those power-up punches to really ramp up your counter damage, and then you want to go for ice punches later on. So, he gets the first power-up punch off there, and then I'm going to go ahead and go for a power-up punch now. This is just, we're both going to be ramping up damage here. So we keep going. I let him get the next power-up punch. I'm trying to do a move what's called piggybacking, where I let them do the charge move first, so that I can get priority on the final charge move. So the next power-up punch goes off, and now we're just at the races, and I'm going for the ice punch here. He does beat me to this, so I am going to have to shield. It is a power-up punch that would have probably knocked me out or got me to one shot, so I'm going to go for ice punch now to see if I can finish him off. He does shield himself, Okay, so we're basically going to kill each other here on fast attacks, and my Medicham isn't a very high combat power, which is, I think, the reason why I lost that right there, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in Skarmory. I'm not going to shield this power-up punch, even though it's going to do a good chunk of damage. I need to save that shield later on. So, we got Skarmory in right now. He brings in his own Skarmory. So this is just a back and forth. You guys know how this goes. We're going to go ahead and go for Sky Attacks here, just to try to chip down as much health as we can. So I go ahead and shield here because I need to get him lower with my Skarmory so that my Azumarill can do well in the end. So I'm going to go for a Sky Attack here, but he does land the Sky Attack before me, which is okay. I'm going to survive it. I'm going to go for the Sky Attack here, and then I believe I switch. I switch to Azumarill so that I can start gaining energy. The Sky Attack will hurt when he gets it off, but it's not going to finish me. So I'm just loading up on energy. I don't care about using a charge move, and he was trying to go for Flash Cannon there, I believe. So I'm going for a Play Rough right away on his Azumarill. Now we're in the mirror match, and we're going to do something that I'm going to create a video about later on this week, which is called the Sacrificial Swap. But the fact that in the mirror match, Azumarill versus Azumarill, Play Rough is going to be your ideal move. So I'm going for there, and I bail, or I don't have the timer up just yet. Sorry, I see the timer now. So he's going to get a Play Rough off here. But what's going to happen here is I'm going to get one more Play Rough off. I'm going to overload a little bit on energy, get a Play Rough off, and then I'm going to bail into Skarmory. And Skarmory is going to act as my shield. So he uses a Play Rough here to finish off my Skarmory, and because I overloaded on Azumarill, as you guys can see, I'm ahead on charge energy. So I am able to get off the Play Rough here to really turn this game around and take round 1. So GG's, very well played. We're going to move into round 2. So round 2, I'm leading with Gallade, and then I have Probopass in the back and Azumarill in the back. Gallade and Probopass, very strong picks for this tournament. And Azumarill, as you guys know, probably the most used Pokemon in the tournament. He leads off with Skarmory, so this is bad for me. I have to bail right away. I go into Probopass. Probopass going to be able to handle a Skarmory very well. And granted, right here, I should have gone for Rock Slide to Shield Bait. He knows that this is going to hurt, so he shields. So that was a poor decision on me. I could have gone for Rock Slide to get the Shield Bait. He is going to go for his charge move here, and it is Sky Attack, so I'm not going to shield. I'm not too worried. And he's staying in the fight, but he does bail out, and I go for Thunderbolt. Now, in the Probopass Mirror, Thunderbolts will be your best go-to. So I'm just going to keep spamming Thunderbolts here. Now, again, I'm trying to go for charge move priority, but I shield right here because I want to try to keep my Probopass topped up so that I can bring it back into the Skarmory. So we get the Thunderbolt off again, and then I switch to my Gallade because my Gallade, I can shield right here, absorb the Magnet Bomb, and then try to get a couple counters off to finish him before he can get to his charge move, but he gets his charge move off just in time, so it does a decent chunk of damage. Now he's going to bring back in that Skarmory, so I'm going to go straight for this close combat, just to try to do as much damage as I can to the Skarmory. So we land the close combat, completely take down the Skarmory. He is able to get a charge move off though, which is going to eliminate my Gallade. So I'm going to come back in with Probopass here. I believe I did. We're going to let the timer go down a little bit. No, I come in with Azumarill. To see what his last Pokemon is, and it's Haunter. So this is really scary. I tried switching there. So I'm using that shield method again. He does a Shadow Ball though, and that completely eliminates me. That hurt. So now I have to go for Play Rough. And as you guys know, this is going to come down to the wire. So I go for the Play Rough. He gets the shield, and then he's going to be able to get another Shadow Ball off here, and this is going to be just enough to KO me. As you guys can see, super close match, very good game. We're going to go into the third game. We're tied 1-1 in the series. So I'm going to lead with Haunter this time with Azumarill and Skarmory in the back, trying to predict that he leads with Medicham. So we lead with Haunter, and he leads with Medicham. Oh, so clutch. So Haunter, great counter. He switches to Venusaur. I switch to Skarmory. Oh, this couldn't have lined up better. Just being able to catch him off the bat with that Haunter is what allowed me to win this match here. As you guys know, against Venusaur, I don't need to shield at all. I can just farm the Venusaur for energy. He is going to get a few charge moves off to really start to chip down my Skarmory, but I'm not too worried. I have 2 charge attacks basically loaded up. I'm going to go straight for a Sky Attack for whatever's coming in. It is Medicham, which is going to force the shield. So then we're going to go for another Sky Attack here, hopefully forcing his last shield. So let's see what happens. We do get both shields. Okay, we have both shields down. Remember, we have Haunter and Azumarill in the back with 2 shields. I'm fine with letting Skarmory go down. This is completely okay with me. I'm going to come in now with Haunter. As I have 2 shields, I'm going to go for the Shadow Punch here to eliminate the Medicham, get it very close to knocking it out, and then his last Pokemon I can just unload with Haunter, and it's a Haunter versus Haunter, so I'm able to get the Shadow Punch off to finish off the Haunter. So that is GG's. Very well played. So yeah, we're gonna move into the second match. So excuse me. We're going to move into the second match, which is against TM06 Ravi Atoile. Very tough opponent. And I lead with Medicham, and he leads with Probopass. So this is, again, a very solid lead for me. As you guys know, he bails right away, and he bails to Sableye. So I bail to Azumarill. Now, the Azumarill is going to be able to handle a Sableye very well, but if the Sableye shields here, because the Play Rough is going to be doing super effective damage, so I'm going to get this Play Rough off. If he shields, I need to shield once in order to make this a victory. So I'm going to forego a shield right here, and I learned this as I was at the tournament. So in order to get to this next Play Rough right here, I have to shield this. So I'm going to shield this right here. I'm going to go for the Play Rough to do one of 2 things. Eliminate the Sableye or take down his shields. So I go for the Play Rough. This is going to take out the Sableye. And now I get to see what his next Pokemon coming in is. And I have my Switch Clock back up. So it is Probopass again. Sadly, I can't get to a Hydro Pump. But that's okay. He has a lot of stored energy. So I'm going to come in with Medicham again. And I can go right for the Power-Up Punch, but he bails at the perfect time into his own Medicham. So I'm swapping to Skarmory now. In the one-shield scenario, Skarmory's going to do very well against Medicham, especially with a health lead like this. I don't need to shield this first Power-Up Punch, but I can go for the Sky Attack here. This will most likely take down his shield. So we get the Sky Attack off. It takes down his shield, and I need to save the shield, or actually I use the shield here on this Power-Up Punch because I know I can get to that Sky Attack. So I get to the Sky Attack. I don't want to risk it. He was going to get another Power-Up Punch, so I go straight for the Sky Attack, eliminate the Medicham, and then he uses his charge move here to knock out my Skarmory with Magnet Bomb. And now I have my Medicham fully powered up, ready to go, get off the Power Punch here. So that is GG's. So we are now going to move into the second match of this series, and I'm going to, let's see what happens. I lead with, let's see, I think I lead with Gallade. I believe I lead with Gallade. No, I lead with Skarmory. Okay, so I lead with Skarmory versus his Medicham. So this is a good matchup for me, but I do know that if he wants to invest 2 shields, he can win the matchup. So I'm not going to shield this first Power-Up Punch. You don't need to do that. And I'm going to go for Sky Attacks here. So most likely going to be burning a shield off of him. So we get the Sky Attack off. He does burn the shield. And now we're going to, let's see what I do. I think I shield here. Yep, I shield here because I want to land this next Sky Attack. to force his second shield, but he switches. He switches at the last second to Azumarill. So I'm going to switch to my Azumarill in kind. Or actually, no, I didn't get it off, so then I stay in with Skarmory. And take down his Azumarill very low. So now I'm going to come in with my own Azumarill because I have that health advantage and we're tied in shield, so I know I can win this matchup. No need to shield right here. It's going to be play rough, but that's okay because I'm going to be able to start doing my own play roughs. And because I have a big health advantage, I'll be able to win this trade. And if he shields, then I'll probably shield in kind. So get the play rough off. He forgoes the shield. We get a little bit of lag here. We stopped. We agreed to just stop. Let it go. Wait a second. He did a bubble. And I'm like, okay, do 2 more bubbles. All right. I'll try going. And then we just went off again. He is going to get another play rough off here. I'm not going to shield. But what I can do is I can farm energy off him because he just got his play rough. So I did 2 extra taps. I could have gone for 3, but I didn't want to risk it in case he had Ice Beam. So I get the play rough off, and that will eliminate the Azumarill. So now the next Pokemon coming in is Sableye. So this is not too bueno for me. So I forgo the shield here. Granted, I maybe should have shielded because my last Pokemon is Medicham. This is GG. If I would have shielded there, I could have got the play rough off. But you know, you live and you learn. Get the power up punch off on the Sableye, but this is pretty much good games because he's going to be able to finish me off here with his next charge attack. So that's GG's. Very well played, and we're going to move into the 3rd round. So in this last one, again, I go with Haunter on the lead, hoping to catch a Medicham. I go with Skarmory and Azumarill in the back. So we lead with Haunter, and let's see what he decides to lead with. So leading with Haunter, he leads with Medicham. Got it again, guys. Round 3, leading with the Haunter has been absolutely clutch for me. He bails right away, and he goes into Sableye. I bring in the Azumarill, knowing that if I shield once, I can win this. As long I'll mirror the shield basically if he shields. So we're just gonna get off these bubbles. We're gonna go for the play rough here to try to eliminate the Sableye or burn the shield. We do get his shield, so we're just gonna keep doing bubbles here. We're gonna let it go down. We're gonna let the Shadow Sneak go off, and then because he's going to get another Shadow Sneak off again, I'm going to shield right here because I can get this play rough off to eliminate the Sableye. So I get the play rough off. This is either going to burn his final shield or eliminate the Sableye, which we eliminate the Sableye, so I'm very happy with that. My timer again is coming up. He brings in Medicham. I'm going to try to go for the play rough, but I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to shield. I'm going to let Azumarill go down. It did its job. Now, I have Haunter again, guys. I'm going to bring in Haunter, get off the Shadow Punch here, which should force his final shield. We do force the final shield, but he bails, and I instantly bail to Skarmory. No matter what it was, I bailed so that I could beat his Medicham with my Haunter. So it's going to be an Ice Beam Azumarill. We are going to be able to get off the Sky Attack here to really chunk down the Azumarill, and I'm going to save my shield for that Haunter, guys. I believe that's what I do. So again, he's going to get off another Ice Beam. So he gets off the Ice Beam. We get off the final Sky Attack here. This is going to get that Azumarill super low, and now it's coming down to fast attacks, and we eliminate each other at the same time with fast attacks. I have Haunter ready to go with a Shadow Punch, with a shield. So this is very, very good game. Very tough matches here. Thank you for the games, GG. So we're just going to move into the next round. So currently 2-0 in the tournament. In this game, I lead with Gallade. And Gallade is like a really unique flex pick. It has great coverages for the tournament, and if someone doesn't know how to handle it, can really do some work. So I lead with Gallade. He leads with Melmetal. So Melmetal, this isn't the most favorable matchup for me, but I do have close combat to one-shot a Melmetal. So he goes for his charge move here, which is most likely going to be Rock Slide. I shield it. The Gallade's super squishy. He does bail, and he bails into Skarmory, so I'm bailing into Probopass. This is a very positive matchup for me, and even though I'm down shields, I'm very comfortable with the situation that I'm in. Now, he goes for the Sky Attack, no need to shield here, and then this time I go for Rock Slide. I learned from earlier on, I'm going to go for the shield bait here. We get the shield because he's locked in. He's going to want to try to do as much damage as he can. Now I can go for the Thunderbolt. So I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt to make him either force the shield or do a ton of damage. We force the second shield, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to shield anything here. It is Flash Cannon, which is going to hurt, but I can get to that Thunderbolt before he can eliminate me, even if he gets the Sky Attack off. But I get the Thunderbolt off to eliminate the Skarmory. Now he has no shields, right? So he's bringing in Medicham, right? And now I have Azumarill ready to go for that Medicham, which is going to force him to bring in, he's going to get the Power-Up Punch off, and this is going to force him to bring in Melmetal, because he knows it's going to be a counter. As you can see, he switches to Melmetal. I switch to Gallade with the Close Combat. Remember, he has no shields, guys. The Close Combat, boom. Solid landing there. Now we have Gallade versus Medicham, which I don't need to shield here. I'm going to save my shield for Azumarill. He does a Power-Up Punch. I'm able to get off a Leaf Blade to do a nice chunk of damage to finish, or do a ton of damage to the to the Medicham, and now I have Azumarill, guys, with a shield ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and just shield right here, and we're just going to finish off with Bubbles. So GG's, very good game, very tough competitor again, and we're going to move into the second match of this series. Now, I decide to lead with Haunter again, guys. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I feel like people want to lead with Medicham when their back's against the wall, so I lead with Haunter, and he leads with Medicham. This is 3 people in a row now this has happened. He switches right away. He switches to Skarmory. I switch in kind to Skarmory. I'm going to go for the mirror match. I'm saving that Haunter for that Medicham. We're going to play catch the mouse, basically. So, Skarmory fight, again, Sky Attack's just going to be flying back and forth. Again, I'm going to be trying to do charge move priority, which means I'm going to try to get more fast attacks in against his own Skarmory while he does his charge move, so that at the end I will have the more energy gain. So we're just going to go for the Sky Attack here. This might force his shield, or it's going to take him critically low. It does force the shield, which I'm okay with. Now, my Skarmory's going to go down right here, which is okay. I had the charge move ready, but I'm completely fine with that. And now I believe I come in with Azumarill to soak the Sky Attack. I don't think I shield. I do. Okay, it's Flash Cannon. Which was a good shield that would have done a good chunk of damage to my Azumarill, and I need this Azumarill. So we're going to finish off with Bubbles. Now we have one shield, and he has one shield. He still has Medicham, but we don't know what his third Pokemon is. So let's see what his third Pokemon is. It's Medicham, so I'm going to go for the Play Rough here. This is going to force the shield on the Medicham, and I'm going to switch to Haunter with the Shadow Punch ready to go. Now, I'm expecting that he's going to bail here soon, which he does bail, and he brings in his own Haunter, which I'm able to get the Shadow Punch off on him, and because he has no shields, it's going to eliminate the Haunter, and I still have one shield left, guys. I don't need to shield right here. Remember, I have a Azumarill, so the Power-Up Punch going to be barely not knocking me out, or barely knocking me out, I should say. Azumarill, again, we can just shield right here, and then we can finish off the game with Bubbles. So very good match. GG's. Very well played. Thank you for the games. Alright. So now I believe that makes us 3-0, and we're facing against Adam. Adam, a younger opponent, but I've been hearing whispers that he is very good. I decide to lead with Probopass versus his Skarmory. He instantly bails to Probopass, which tells me he doesn't have a Zoomer, or doesn't have Medicham. So now in this mirror match, he's going to get off a Thunderbolt. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt in kind. So we're just going to keep plugging away here. Just keep doing Thunderbolts. Now, he did have a Skarmory, so I need to consider keeping my Probopass to finish off his own Skarmory. So he's going to go for a Thunderbolt again. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt here. And then I believe I switch. And I switch to Gallade. I switch to Gallade because I know I can store a ton of energy. And I can shield one of his moves. So I'm going to shield this move right here. And then come into the next Pokemon with stored energy. So we're just going to keep using Confusions. Now I have stored energy on a Gallade. I still have Probopass in the back for that Skarmory. And we're going to go for the close combat on the Skarmory to hopefully not get a shield. And he didn't shield. So I think he was expecting the Leaf Blade, which is absolutely critical in this match. I am going to get a Leaf Blade off here. And we do get the shield with the Leaf Blade. So that is, it couldn't have been more perfect on the landings of those moves. So I'm going to come into Probopass now. This move right here, I don't shield. It is Flash Cannon, so it is going to eliminate me. But I have Skarmory now in the back, and I can farm his Skarmory for energy. Now this Sky Attack, I don't shield. And his last Pokemon is going to be Medicham. So, as you guys know, this is going to come down to the wire right here. Absolutely critical match. We get off one Sky Attack, but because we have loaded energy and a shield, I'm going to forego this first shield, guys. It's Power Up Punch, because I know the second one is the one that's going to kill me. So I go for the Sky Attack here. We get him super low and finish him off with the Fast Attack. So GG's, very well played, Adam. We're going to go into the next match. So the next match, again, I'm going back to my lead with Haunter, have Skarmory and Azumarill in the back. But I get caught this time. So I have Haunter versus his Probopass. Okay, so this is not favorable for me. I can still do some decent damage to Probopass. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Punch here. The Shadow Punch not doing a ton of damage. But we do burn a shield. He may have thought that would have been Shadow Ball. So I switch to Azumarill, assuming he's going to go for the Rock Slide. He does go for the Rock Slide, so I didn't need to shield there. So that was very good timing on my switch-in part. Now this is going to be a Thunderbolt. So I am going to shield right here. And I can go for the Hydro Pump is what I believe I go for. Granted, I could have gone for Play Rough to bait the shield, but I go for the Hydro Pump. He does shield, so going for the Play Rough would have been more advantageous. And I'm not going to shield right here. It is going to be a Thunderbolt. It's going to take me critically low, but I think I should have gone for that Play Rough. But we're going to come back in with Haunter, I believe. We'll see. Yeah, I come back in with Haunter. We are going to have to use the shield here, but we're going to farm energy off of the Probopass. So we're just farming all the energy. We're going to go for a Shadow Punch just to get the Probopass off the field, and then see if we can do some work with Haunter. Remember, we still have Skarmory in the back. So let's see what happens. He brings in his own Skarmory, so I'm going to go for the Shadow Punch here to do as much damage as I can, and then I'm going to switch to Skarmory in kind to try to win the mirror match. So we got Skarmory on the switch, but he switches as well to Azumarill, so very well played by him. We're going to go for Sky Attacks now, and I know this is kind of a losing matchup because I needed him to stay in there with Skarmory in order for me to win. So he is going to get off a charge move here, and it's going to be Hydro Pump, which is going to take me down super low. I didn't have a shield for it, and I go for the Flash Cannon. Now, I could have gone for Sky Attack and then had more energy for this Skarmory. I would have been able to get off that Sky Attack, and then his but he had stored energy anyways to eliminate my Haunter, so GG's. So we're going to go into, we're tied in the series 1-1, so now we're going to go into the final round. Now, this team right here, Probopass, Azumarill, Haunter. When I was in Argentina, out to dinner with King and Nick and Marto Galade, who won the regional tournament in Argentina, the 257-person team. We were doing some regional practice, and King and Marto built this team for me. And basically, I thought to myself, if I'm ever in trouble, which in this case I am, go with this team. So I'm calling this team the King Marto. And this team is very strong. So I'm leading with Probopass, and he leads with Azumarill. So positive matchup for me, but I know he has Hydro Pump, so I do need to be careful of that. So we're just going to store energy, and then we're going to go for the Thunderbolt here, but he does bail to his own Probopass. So I'm looking to switch, but then I don't, because I realize it is Probopass. So I can just keep going for Thunderbolts here. Excuse me. And since I get the shield, I decide to switch to my own Azumarill. Why? Knowing that I can win this matchup because I got one shield, he knows I went for a Hydro Pump before, so I'm hoping he thinks, I'm going to forego a shield here, I'm going to let the Thunderbolt hit me, and I'm hoping he thinks I go for a Hydro Pump this time. So I go for the extra bubbles, and then I go for the Play Rough, hoping to get his shield. So let's see what happens. We don't get a shield, but we eliminate him, and we have stored energy. So this is very positive for me. Now, remember, he still has Azumarill in the back, but we need to see what his third Pokemon is, and it is Skarmory. So we're going to go for the Hydro Pump here. I have to go big or go home, land this Hydro Pump to turn the tide of battle, and we land it. We land the Hydro Pump, so I'm able to allow my Azumarill to go down. He is going to use his Sky Attack at the correct time here, otherwise I would have gotten that Play Rough off. And now I can come in with Probopass. As you guys know, I can farm energy off of this Skarmory. I don't care if he hits me with a Flash Cannon. That is okay. I'm going to let whatever hits me hit me. So it is a Flash Cannon, and I'm just going to keep storing energy off of this Skarmory so that I can really force this last shield on his Azumarill. So I get the Thunderbolt off, and this is going to burn the shield, and then I switch to my Haunter. Now I have one shield, and I have Sludge Bomb, guys. So we're just going to shield this right here, and we're going to go for that Sludge Bomb. And this was so clutch. So GG's, very well played. Thank you for the battles, Adam. You were a very, very tough competitor. So shout out to you. Very good job, man. And we're going to move into the next game now. Now, we are 4-0, and we're against Weaviles, who is 4-0 as well. And Weaviles was the best player in his own local area. So these are going to be very tough matches. I lead with Metachan, and he leads with Sableye. Ripperoni, guys, that is bad. I switched to Azumarill right away, hoping he stays in. He is going to stay in. He gets off the Shadow Sneak here, but he bails. He bails into his own Azumarill. So I'm going to go for Play Roughs here. Try to do as much damage to this enemy Azumarill that I can. And I believe we are going to get to the second. No, he gets it first. Okay, so he's going to get the Play Rough off here. I do shield because I want to try to get this Azumarill down as low as I can with my own Azumarill. So we go for the Play Rough. We do get his own shield. Okay, so I'm liking what's happening right here because I know I can get him relatively low. And I'm going to go for that Charge Move priority again. He is going to get the Play Rough off. And I am going to get my own Play Rough off in kind to take him very low. And so it's just going to be a race to the Charge Move here. And this will tell me if he has Ice Beam. So we go for the Play Rough, but he's able to get off his own Play Rough, so I'm going to let it go. And he has Ice Beam, as you guys can see there. So now I know he has Ice Beam for future games. So I'm going to come in with Skarmory to farm. He just used an Ice Beam, so I'm not worried about another Charge Move coming out. Remember, he still has Sableye in the back, but we need to figure out what his third Pokemon is, and it's Medicham. So we're going to go for the Sky Attack here to eliminate that last shield. Now he is not shielded, and I know my Skarmory can do some work, so we're not going to shield here. He gets off the power-up punch. We're going to go ahead and get the Sky Attack off to eliminate the Medicham. And now he's going to have his Sableye coming into my Skarmory. So we are going to start storing energy, and we're going to land this final second Sky Attack. That was, oh, so clutch. I landed that Sky Attack. Very GG's. That would have been a very tough game to win if I didn't get that charge move off right there. So we're going to move into the next round. Again, guys, I go for the Haunter on the final one. I did get caught earlier, but I feel like I'm going to have a good chance here, and we catch the Medicham again, guys. Leading with Haunter versus his Medicham. He switches right away to Sableye, so I'm going to switch to Azumarill in kind, and we know how this matchup goes. We're going to go for the Play Rough. If he shields, we're going to shield in kind later in the battle, but I know I can win if that is the case. So we're going to go for the Play Rough here. He does shield, so I know that I can shield in kind, and we're going to shield on this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Play Rough now, because I know he's going to get his next charge move off, but it's not going to be enough to eliminate me. So he is going to get the Shadow Sneak off. It's going to take me low, but not low enough. I'm going to go ahead and get the Play Rough off here to either burn his final shield or finish off the Sableye. We get the Sableye out of there. I'm very happy. We know he has Medicham in the back, and we have a Haunter ready for that. So he does bring in his own Medicham. I'm not going to switch. I'm going to let him do his power-up punch. Azumarill, thank you for taking out the Sableye, but it's Haunter's time now. So we come into Haunter, and he switches right away. I get the Shadow Punch off, and it's Venusaur, guys. So I can switch to Skarmory. You guys know how this goes. We can farm up this Venusaur. We don't need to shield anything. Skarmory's going to do very well at tanking Venusaur's moves. So we're just going to farm up. Now we have a Sky Attack ready to go for his Medicham. So he is going to have to shield right here. He does shield. And then we can get to the final Sky Attack. We're going to go ahead, we're going to forego shields here because remember we still have Haunter in the back. He does do an Ice Punch, but we are able to get the final Sky Attack off to eliminate the Medicham, so GG's. Alright, so now we are 5-0 and we are going into the finals, guys. But if you guys remember from Kingdom Cup, there was one person that beat me, and he beat me in a very clutch way. And we're going to watch that clip right now. So this is the Kingdom Cup. Bastiodon, that's me on the other side. This is from his point of view. He shields the power-up punch versus Bastiodon. I start plugging away here, and I get to another power-up punch, right? And his Bastiodon survives. That was my loss to Rasket Rafe. And I'm facing him in the finals here. So, the first game against Rasket Rafe, my phone wasn't able to record, so we're going to watch it from his point of view, but this is a 3-game series, guys. Absolutely intense battle. So he leads with Probopass, I lead with Medicham. Very solid prediction on my part, so he has to bail out of there, and he bails into Azumarill. So I am going to go for the power-up punch here to get my damage ramping up. And then I'm going to bail out of there into my own Azumarill for the mirror match. Because we know how this goes. I have a slight health advantage. Got Azumarill in the back for... Medicham in the back for that Probopass. But we're looking to get his enemy Azumarill as low as we can. So we're going to go for a Play Rough here. We get the Play Rough off. He's going to go for his own Play Rough here. And let's see what I do. I do decide to shield. I decide to go one shield because I know I need to get this Azumarill off the field. So I'm going to go for the Play Rough. He is going to shield, which is completely fine by me. But he is going to get the Play Rough off now. This will take me critically low, and then I will be able to find out if he has Ice Beam, possibly. So at the last second, I believe I do get Play Rough off here, and then he forgoes shields. So now I get to see the next Pokemon that he has coming in, and it is going to be Probopass. So he brings in the Probopass, and we did have a little bit of lag in these games, but that's okay. So he brings in the Probopass. You guys already know what I'm bringing in. I'm bringing in the Medicham. He bails into Skarmory, so I'm going to get the Power-Up Punch off here, and I'm going to switch to my own Skarmory. So in the mirror match, again, we have an advantage because of the Power-Up Punches and the counters there. So he's going to get his Sky Attack off here. And I'm going to go ahead and get my Sky Attack off again. Back and forth. Again, you guys know Skarmory fights. They're not the most exciting things in the world, but I do get lag. And I'm not attacking here. But he is able to get off a Sky Attack. And this is okay. I did say I was lagging a little bit, but you know, the heat of the moment, things are okay. I'm back in it now, so I am able to get off a Sky Attack here, just in time before he gets his off. So he is going to forgo shields. He's going to let the Skarmory go down, or he's going to let it go through. He's going to land his Sky Attack. So I still have Medicham with a shield, guys. So I bring out Medicham, eliminate his Skarmory. Now he has Probopass with a Thunderbolt. I am going to shield this right here. And now we are just going to go to town with Medicham. We're going to get a Power-Up Punch off here. He is going to shield it, but my counters are going to be able to finish him off before he can get to the Rock Slide. So GG's Rasket, very well played. Moving into the second match. Second match had a little controversial moment, and we had to let the judges decide how to handle it. So I go with my team that has been working well when I win the first game, which is my Haunter, Azumarill, Skarmory. But this doesn't work against Rasket. Rasket, a very solid player, so we are going to see what happens. I lead with Haunter, he leads with Azumarill. So this is positive for me, not as positive as the Medicham, but positive enough. So we are going to go for Shadow Punch here, hoping he thinks it's Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball. So we do get the shield. And then he's going to get a charge move off, so I'm going to shield it right away. We're going to find out what it is. It is Play Rough, which tells me he probably has Hydro Pump. So we're going to go for the Sludge Bomb now, but he brings in Probopass. So that was a very well-timed switch. We are going to switch to Azumarill. Why? We have one shield, and if we can land this Hydro Pump, it's going to be a GG. I don't decide to shield here. I can tank one Thunderbolt, and I go for the Play Rough, hoping to bait his shield. So let's see what happens. I get the shield, which is good, which means I can shield right here. But if it's a Rock Slide, it may be bad days. But it's a Thunderbolt, which is fine. And then I decide to go for the Play Rough because I thought I wasn't going to be able to get to the Hydro Pump in time. So I get him very low, and as you guys can see, he had his charge move ready. So if I would have gone for the Hydro Pump, I wouldn't have landed it. So now we're going to bring in Haunter, and this is where the little controversial thing happened. He brings in his Skarmory, and I go to switch right away. So I see Skarmory, I switch, and then my screen freezes. And then I come back, and I'm dead, and I had loaded energy, and I had switched to Skarmory. So the judges concluded that my timing with the switch, he was able to get off his quick attacks through. So it's okay. You know, things like this happen in the game, and what's important is to understand that even though it may have not have gone your way, you stay humble, you stay focused, and you look to do your best in the next game. So he is going to take this game. I am going to be able to get off the Sky Attack here. You know, I know there's really no hope in sight. So he finishes me off here. I go for the Sky Attack to see if I can finish off the Skarmory. Not enough. So GG's. But we're going to move in the final round. Again, King Marto squad. When in doubt, use the King Marto squad. This squad literally saved me. So as you guys can see, 2 very close matches. So we're gonna lead with Probopass. I put all of my faith, King, Marto, if you guys are watching, I put all of my faith into this lineup that you guys created for me. So let's see how we do. All right. So Probopass versus Skarmory. Positive, very positive. I'm very happy with this landing right here. So I know he's gonna bail, so I'm gonna store energy. I'm not gonna use it, and he comes into a Azumarill. So I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt now. Again, I probably should have gone for Rock Slide to bait the shield. We do get the shield, get some more lag, but I am able to get the Thunderbolt off again. Now this Thunderbolt is gonna be doing a good chunk of damage to the Azumarill. And remember guys, this is the final game. We are 1-1 in the series for the finals. He gets off a Hydro Pump. I switch to Haunter. Why? He just used a Hydro Pump, which means he used all of his energy, and I'm going to be able to get off a Shadow Punch before he can get to anything. I know he has Play Rough. I know he has Hydro Pump. So we are able to finish him off before he gets to the Play Rough. Now he brings in Probopass, and now my thinking with this is, I need to use my Haunter to take this Probopass down as much as I can. So I'm going to shield whatever he sends at me. I'm going to shield this, and then we're going to go for another Shadow Punch. We need to get this thing low so that I can bring in my own Probopass and win the mirror. So we go for the Shadow Punch here. We get him very, very low, and it's going to force him to use a charge move. Again, lagging a little bit, but that's okay. He was going to get the charge move off anyways. So he gets the charge move off. Now we have Probopass ready for the mirror, and he has Skarmory in the back, guys. So we go for the Rock Slide here to finish off the Probopass. And now we get the shield, which is fantastic. He is going to use a Thunderbolt, which is okay. This is going to take me low, but not low enough. So now we're just going to store energy, guys. Absolutely store energy. And now he has Skarmory. So we're going to get off the Thunderbolt. And then you guys know what's coming. Thunderbolt, switch to Azumarill. Oh man. And as you guys see right here in the clip, we both realized what happens. Very funny moment. When I saw this, I smiled, and then he frowned because he knew it was happening. We get off the Play Rough, guys, to finish the game, to win the Regional Cup tournament, going 6-0. This was an incredible tournament. Thank you everyone who participated, who battled against me, who showed up there. You guys were an absolutely great community. And talking with a lot of you guys, we were talking about Rainbow, what's going to be good. So thank you so much everyone for showing up, for having such great battles. Rasket Rafe, very well played, man. GG's. I'm so glad we got to fight again, and I got to, you know, kind of redeem myself from the Kingdom Cup. Very, very good games. Thank you everyone for sticking through this. If you stick through the whole video, this is a really long video, but the matches, I believe, were incredible. So again, I want to give a shout out to the community there who hosted it in Birmingham. Thank you everyone who supported that, who put in work to make this thing happen. You guys are awesome. And I would like to give a special shout out to my patrons. You guys are incredible people for supporting me and helping me strategize this team, helping me with practice battles. NW Robinson, man, all the practice battles, any time of day, I would just message him and go, hey bro, let's do some regionals. He's like, yep, it's 4 a.m. I got you. So thank you so much for all the battles and all the support, patrons that you guys have given me. It is so appreciated, and I look forward to our future matches and future training. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys found it informative. I hope you guys had fun watching this tournament. Be sure to smash that like button, guys. I mean, I can't do any better than what I just did right here. So be sure to smash that like button, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about the tournament. Let me know how your guys' tournament went. I would love to know how everyone did in regionals. And then let me know what you guys are excited about for Worlds and for Rainbow Cup. And like always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.